This is Canberra Zoo. We're just heading up in towards the aquarium. First exhibition you see of the aquarium. Magnificent buildings. Look at that, beautiful. Deep underneath. So let's see how we go here. We've got both of us have got scooters, which is convenient for getting around, but a bit awkward for driving. There's a view outside of the main zoo. We're in the aquarium at the moment. Here's some massive fish just swimming up along here. Of course, what would an aquarium be without some lizards? Weird, isn't it? This is the lemur enclosure. So we're finished with the aquarium, and now we're having a look at the lemurs. You can see that, but there's a leopard up the back there eating some food. So there we are. This is of course the leopard enclosure. And here we have the monkey enclosure. They were running around just a moment ago, but they've hidden now. I'll put up the camera. Where are they? Well, there's one coming up here. Probably going to run around along that. Oh, hang on. Oh, there's one right out the back there. There we go. Well camouflaged, that is for sure. And some at the top there as well. Beautiful day for camouflage, I must say. It's dappled white and it's really having an interesting effect on the white and brown skin of the monkey. It's very hard to spot, but there they are, hanging around as always. I must say the Canberra Zoo is definitely a very pretty zoo. Very dressed up. There's a creek, bridges, trails. It's almost a mixture between a zoo and a botanic gardens. Going down this path. Now, can't be sure what's down here. It's not overly well signposted, but that's actually a good thing because it makes it feel more natural. Okay, otters apparently. So, yeah. Going to Sun Bear, and here we are, he and Andrew about to have an accident. So where have you done all this area, Adrian?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going looking for sun bears and leopards and things of that ilk, and hopefully I don't run over anyone. So this is apparently Jake and Mishka, the white lions, in this enclosure. In fact, I can see them. There they are. Now, let me see if I can zoom in. And see if I can give you a better view. A bit lazy, of course, middle of the day. In fact, it looks like they're doing some work in the corner there on the enclosure. So, what else have we got around here? Not a lot of lions. These are not the white lions, these are standard lions. And let me just reverse back and see if I can see them. No, can't really spot them anywhere. Oh, maybe that looks like them under the canopy there. Maybe it's a bit of a shadow. And again, let's zoom in. I think it's them, so can't see much, but there we go. And that's the lions. Otter enclosure, and the otters are over there, just playing in the sun. They're not swimming or anything. Maybe I can zoom in a little bit and show you. Again, it wasn't a sunny day, but very hard to spot anything, especially on the video. Anyway, it is a beautiful enclosure. And certainly can't complain about the weather. Alright, so here we have the penguins floating around, enjoying themselves in their lovely enclosure. And here we have the tree kangaroo as promised. And if I scan over, there is another one in the other enclosure. Okay, they were in that far corner against the wall, and I think that's still that little black bunch in that corner. So I think that's still them. They're not particularly active today, as I guess most animals are a bit sensitive to the heat. Anyway, that's navigate my way around here. There they are. Now over in the corner there. Alright. The African savanna. You can see obviously the giraffe. And down there is a zebra. We're quite high up here. And what is astonishing about this, I guess not these days, but certainly for old zoos, is if you pan across, this is a huge open space. Astonishing, really. Very, very open space for such a for a metropolitan zoo. Just showing you along here. And as I said, very open, very scenic zoo to visit. Now at the rather frightening looking ostriches. And I'm about to head into Fern Gully, where apparently we can see dinosaurs and Tasmanian tigers. So let's go and have a look at that. Finally made it to the top of Fern Gully with a lot of issues and things, but we got there eventually. And if I scan across now, you can see the various dinosaurs, including the Brachiosaurus, through the woods there. And that is Fern Gully. I stopped there for a moment. That was just Andrew running where I was, because I obviously got caught at Fern Gully. So now here we go. Let's head to where Andrew is. He said 36. I'm not sure where 36 is, but I know he said he'd already been to Fern Gully and had no troubles. So that's interesting. Here we go, and we're back onto where the giraffes were. So we're just taking this little bit of a detour. Ironically, the gully is uphill, not downhill, but anyway. So he said he was on 36, and that sign says 29, so he can't be too far away. Here's the ostriches. They've obviously moved slightly since I've been up at Fern Gully. And we're just coming around here. This is some tigans, or ligers. I'm not sure which ones they are. It depends on whether it's a male who mated with a female or the other way around. Okay, so we're just going through here. And there's number 30, and I think Andrew said it was at 36. So we'll just duck in here quickly, see what this is. And according to the sign, it's a wapiti. And there he stands proudly. Alright, so, oh, there's another one. They're quite large. Actually, quite huge. He is standing there by the tree. Behind the tree, virtually. But quite large they are. And 31. So, 31 I think is just a zebra. So we'll have a look here. We saw a zebra a bit earlier, but this is obviously a pack of zebras, and that is the tail end of a zebra. I'm sure you really wanted to see the tail end, but since that's all he's showing at the moment, that's all we're seeing. There he is. Alright. So that was, well, 31. I think Andrew said he was at 36. So 32 wombat alligator walk-in enclosure. So let's go and have a look at that. Ah, this could be interesting. It's just a walk-through, so okay, we'll just leave that one. Reverse. It's just where everything gets a bit tricky here. Okay, we're just gradually reversing. In fact, there are no mirrors, so I'm going to use my reversing camera. My reversing camera. Looks like I've got a bit of space around me. I think I'm right. There you go. Now, my new mobility scooter had a reversing camera. 33 and the Rhino Cafe. So we might go and have a look at that. I'm sure that's about where Andrew is anyway. So here we go. Lovely little adventure this. These are the 2L llamas. This is 34. And these are just the dingoes that are sitting in the shade there, in the shed, which you probably can't see. 35, 38. So I assume Andrew's waiting somewhere there. Let's check out 35 first. That's there's lots of carvings around as well. The zoo's got a lot of carvings. There's 36. And basically more giraffes and other assorted creatures. And there's Andrew waiting in the shade. Fantastic. Yes. But before we go to Andrew, there is some of the deer and elk, etc. And now we come across a scooter in its natural environment and a couple of giraffes parading out there, plus what I can only assume is a baby. And another one here eating from the treetops. And we'll go over to 37 in a minute, and then we'll head off to the Rhino Cafe, see if there's a spot there, maybe for lunch. What's the time? We'll get back 12. To you. 12:15. Well, there you go. So it's about lunchtime. So I'll probably see you after lunch. Just driving to the cafe, and I noticed this rather interesting little hole in the wall. It's not signposted, so let's just have a bit of a look. That's better. Alright, let's have a bit of a look here. Oh, beautiful little area, including a lovely waterfall. And of course, on the other side, some cascading water down to the fall, and with Andrew going past, there we go. So let's see. Let's follow this around. Like I've been saying, most of this little video, wonderful views and well laid out, open spaces, as much of Botanic Gardens as it is a zoo, to be perfectly honest with you. And now we're just heading through some of the lovely lush areas. This is where we're going to have our lunch, no doubt. And we're coming around the corner. This is actually the top entrance of the zoo, and this is the Rhino Bistro. I don't know if it's open, but certainly a lovely little area. I'm not sure what animals are here. This is the exit to the top end of the park. We don't want to exit here, but we will make use of their tables. Alright, so here is the Rhino, after which the Rhino Cafe is named. He's right next door to the cafe. There are two of them, and they're in two separate pens. So if I just come around here, you should be able to see the Rhino. There he is. He's walking around. It's unusual for the animals at this time to be walking around, but he's obviously looking for something. Oh, he wants a drink. Well, there you go. Not surprisingly. Alright, so let's move on. Anyway, what are we expecting to see in this one? Oh, a cheetah. Okay, so, I don't know, maybe he's out playing cards. Is he out playing cards?
Yeah, they.
Oh, okay. There, he says, pointing to somewhere, and I can't see them. Oh, there they are. Right, okay, I can see them. Just under the tree there. Oh, okay, yep. It's certainly become a lot cooler. The cloud cover's come over a little bit, so maybe that's why the animals are a bit more active. I'm just heading up here to some more giraffes. That's where we were before with the giraffes, up the back there. And some sort of antelope or deer there playing football. Sorry?
Elang.
Oh, elang. Oh, the old elang. Well, there you go. Playing football, by the looks of it. he's not playing football, of course, he's eating food from the football. So I guess no matter what happens, it's Elon 1, football 0. And she is up there under the shade. Okay. Alright, let's see what else we've got to see here. And as I said, lots of these chainsaw art carvings around the zoo, and this is one of those artworks of a dingo. I'm not sure what this is. Oh, lemurs, there we go. I can see them just playing under their little shed there. One there with his tail spread out. Yeah. Okay, so this is yet another lemur enclosure. Lemurs and meerkats tend to be the two things that now get associated with zoos. And again, that possibly is more lemurs, I think. I think I can see a couple of animals on top of the shed there, maybe, and sleeping underneath. Let's have a look. Maybe it's just my imagination, but nope, this is definitely lemurs, and they're up there on the roof, and there's one down there as well, relaxing in the warm afternoon. I was going to say sunshine. Well, they're sort of shining. Here I was thinking that this was the best view of an animal we're going to get all day. The animals seem to be hiding away, and then I realised that to my left, there's the real thing. Have a look at that. Magnificent beast, and a great way of looking at it. That being, of course, the tiger. This being tiger territory. Ooh. And there's Andrew coming out of tiger territory, looking a little bit unscathed, surprisingly so, since he's a slow, easy-moving target at the moment, and so am I, for that matter. So maybe it is safe to go in there. I'm glad I sent him in first. All right, let's go into tiger territory. And here we go. I think it's in the other enclosure we saw earlier. But look at the space these creatures have to move in. Certainly not different from the zoos I saw as a kid. You literally see the tiger prancing around in a very small cell. But here the tiger's got lots of different territory. And we did see the real thing, just not anywhere near as impressive in terms of the fact that it was lazy and it was just sitting there doing nothing. Which is about what these things are doing as well. And as I said, the lion, the tiger actually, is back in the other enclosure further up the hill. But this is another great view of the enclosure. Magnificent. And if someone's got a dictionary of adjectives, they'll probably use one right now. They are the cuddly little koalas, nesting up in their trees, eating, sleeping, and doing whatever it is that koalas do in the summertime. I believe the zookeepers had some trouble working out whether lemurs were male or female. There's the lemurs, but they had a solution to the problem. Unisex toilets. Oh, well, I've just left Canberra Zoo. That was an experience.
it looked like they were shutting up, and it was only about 3 o'clock, and I know they're due to shut up at 5, so that was the first thing that surprised me, when they were looking like shutting up, and I thought, that's a bit weird, a bit early to be closing. And then on the way out, well, actually the lady offered us some free pies that she had left over, so that was really nice of her. She said, oh, we're just going to throw them away anyway, so you take them. So got a bit of a late afternoon lunch to have, which is good. Andrew's just in doing some shopping, but the interesting thing was that on the way out of the zoo, we noticed an inordinate number of police cars in the car park. There was probably about 4 of them. I thought, that's a bit strange. I don't know if that's usually the case. I wouldn't have thought so. But we didn't think too much more of it until we went to leave the car park itself. And at the exit, there were police lined up, and they were stopping every car that was going out and asking questions, and which, again, makes me wonder. So I thought, okay, well, maybe there is an issue. So when they pulled me over, me and Andrew gave our details, and they just asked, did you see anything unusual? We hadn't seen anything unusual, so that was okay. Andrew asked what it was all about, and of course the police officers chose not to answer that question, which is quite right. But the officers did warn us to, when we pulled out of the car park, wind our windows up, don't stop for anyone, particularly the press. So that's when I knew something was definitely up, when the police officers gave us those instructions. So yes, we may be followed up a bit later with some phone calls and things, but since we didn't see anything, we probably don't have much to add. What it's all about, still no idea, but I'm sure we'll find out tonight's news. And if those who are watching are a bit concerned about whatever has happened, don't worry, Andrew and I are safe, and we didn't see anything, so no much point asking about it. Other than that, a rather interesting day. Alright, so I'm going to head off. I might even check the internet to see what the story was. Other than that, look forward to hearing from you soon. Keep watching, and I really would appreciate people subscribing if they're interested in this sort of content. I noticed the other night, I was just looking at my stats, and I mean, most of the time the videos are just here for family, but if anyone is interested and wants to follow me, that would be appreciated, because at the moment I think I've got 12 subscribers, and one of my videos had 120 views, so quite clearly not everyone who's viewing is subscribing, but and that's cool with me, because yeah, it's only really here for those who are really interested. But if you are interested, subscribe. You get an update when I drop messages, and that'll be good. That's the very first time I've ever said that on a YouTube video, which probably is unusual for YouTube creators. Probably won't say it very often, but yeah, always good. Cool. Okay then, I'll see you later.